Okay, so now we are going to go on to solving equations symbolically and algebraically. There are a bunch of different two-step equations that we're going to do. We are going to start with our simplest one. After each one, there's a practice right below. I'm going to record these all in one video, but you stop the video and you go to practice as soon as you are done each section, or however you feel you want to do that. So if we are solving two-step equations, this one is just ax plus b is equal to c. So when we looked at the models, we knew that we had to isolate x by itself. So we will subtract 4, 26x is equal to negative 52. And now if I want to get x by itself, I have to divide. So then x is equal to negative 2. This one, I'm going to add 3x over because it's negative. So then we get plus 7 is equal to 19 plus 3x. I'm going to subtract 19. And that should leave us with negative 12 is equal to 3x. Divide by 3, and you get x is equal to negative 4. So just some nice, easy, basic solving. Practice down below. This is solving two-step equations when we have a fractional component in it. So we have our first one, the elevation of the place in Nunavut is 1 meter less than the elevation, then half the elevation of Prince Rupert. If the elevation of the place in Nunavut is 18, what is the elevation of Prince Rupert? So then first thing that we will do is we will add 1. We get 1 half x is equal to 19. Now because there's this 2 down here in the bottom, there's 2 different ways that we can conceptualize what is happening here. The first thing that you can do is you can either divide by 1 half, or if you understand why, you can just multiply by 2. So looking like this. And you should note that because we are dividing by a fraction, this turns into this. So both are the same, both zero it out. So it's just a matter of which way makes the most sense to you. And then we get x is equal to 38. Okay? So then solve by applying the reverse order of operations. That's the key thing. So we get negative x over 12 minus 6 is equal to 4. So if we think of bed mass, we need to do this first. And then this is dividing by 12, so we multiply by 12. And this is technically being multiplied by negative 1. So then we have to divide by negative 1. And we get x is equal to negative 120. The following one is pretty much the same, so we're not going to do that. But hop onto the practice as soon as you get this. And then we are going on to another set of examples here. Solving two-step equations where we are using the distributive property. So a flower garden in the shape of a rectangle, the length of the garden is 2 meters longer than the shed, so plus the shed. Beside it, the width of the garden is 4 meters. The area of the garden is 20. Area is length, width. So then this 4 goes here. There's 2 ways to go about this. The way I like to do is I know that this is multiplying by 4, so I'm going to divide by 4. Oops, I don't know why there's that m there. Oh, because it's 2 meters. That's why. So then subtract 2, and we get the side is equal to 3. The other way that we can do this is if we are at 2 plus s multiplied by 4 is equal to 20. You distribute the 4 in. So then you get 8 plus 4s is equal to 20. Subtract 8, subtract 8. 4s is equal to 12. Divide by 4. S is equal to 3. Okay, let's practice that a couple times. I'm going to divide by -2 here. So then we get x is x minus 3 is equal to -6. Add 3, x is equal to -3. Same thing here. And you can do it the other way. This is just the way I like to do it. It's the way I'm accustomed to doing it. And you will get the same answer if you're doing it a different way. I guarantee it. Okay, so then next page you have some practice problems to do. And we're almost done. Let me know if you need any help with the questions.